Hello, students. I am Dr. Jagdeep Singh. I am working as assistant professor in Department of Professional Management Studies at Kristu Jayanti University, Bengaluru. So today we are going to learn fundamentals of business analytics. Now, introduction. Business analytics is the practice of using data, statistical analysis, and predictive modeling to drive informed business decisions. It bridges the gap between data strategy, enabling organizations to identify patterns, optimize processes, and improve performance. Now, this course will help students with analytical tools, data-driven decision-making skills, and a strong foundation in quantitative methods. Normally, it integrates technology, business intelligence, and management insights to transform raw data into actionable knowledge. Normally, in business analytics, data is the key driver that will be processed further to get actionable insights for decision making purpose. Now, why we need to use business analytics? So, first one, data is the new oil. In today's digital world, business generates massive amount of data from customer behavior to sales transfer transactions. Business analytics help make sense of this data and use it wisely. Without data, you are just another person with an opinion, Edwards Deming. Second point is better decision making. We can make better decisions with the help of business analytics. So business analytics enables managers and entrepreneurs to make data-driven decisions, minimizes risk and guesswork, identify what is working and what is not working. Example, a marketing team uses analytics to choose the best ad campaign based on customer click data. This is just an example. Third point is it boosts efficiency and productivity in the in terms of identifying bottlenecks, optimize business processes, and reduce cost and time wastage. For example, a supply chain team can use analytics to reduce delivery delays and manage stock levels smartly. And fourth point is it high demand for skilled professionals. Now, the business analytics is in high demand. There is a growing demand for business analysts, data analysts, and decision scientists across industries. Now, you can see top recruiters are Google, Amazon, Infosys, Deloitte, Flipkart, and Zomato. And learning business analytics, we may be better career opportunities and higher salaries. So that is what we need to learn business analytics. Now, fifth point it improves strategic planning. Business analytics helps in forecasting future trends, understanding customer preferences, building competitive business strategies. For example, you can see the logo Netflix. So normally Netflix uses predictive analytics to decide which shows to produce next based on viewers trends. So normally they will gather data and they will analyze the data, and based on the viewers uh, requirement interest, they will create the content. And finally, we can see it is applicable across the fields. It is not only applicable in few sectors, but also it is applicable across the industries and departments. For example, healthcare, retail, education, sports, government, or private organizations, startups, etc. Right? So this is now key concepts in business analytics. There are four kind of business analytics. First one descriptive, second diagnostic, third one predictive, and third one predictive, and fourth one prescriptive analytics. Now, uh, other one we can see here we also use the key as a key concept data visualization, big data analytics, and decision analytics. Now, coming back to the types of business analytics under key concept. So, descriptive analytics through which we understand past performance using data visualization, dashboards, and summary statistics. Normally, the question we ask in this descriptive analytics, that is what happened. For example, monthly sales reports, website traffic summaries, etc. If suppose maybe sales has been declined, we need to understand, we can understand from the trends, right? So that is what we will analyze the data and we will try to understand, right? Now coming back to this diagnostic analytics. Here we examine data to understand the causes of that particular problem or past outcomes. For example, if in the descriptive analytics, if sales has been declined, so here we will try to understand the causes of that decline, right? So here we ask the question, why did it happen? Example, maybe root cause analysis of declining sales or customer churn, what I have given the example earlier, right? Now coming back to this third one is predictive analytics. Here we try to forecast future outcomes using statistical models and machine learning. Here we ask the question, that is what is likely to happen? What is most likely to happen in future, right? If we understand what is going to happen, definitely we can put solution in place and we can minimize the impact, or we can eradicate the maybe wrong happening or maybe negative impacts, right? So this is how. Now you can see the example predicting demand, customer behavior, or maybe credit risk. So whatever there are many other examples are there, right? Now coming back to this fourth one, fourth type of analytics, that is prescriptive analytics. It recommends optimal actions through simulations and optimization models. Here we ask the question, what should we do? Basically, we need to put solution in place so that we can maybe recommend uh, or we can eradicate negative impacts, right? For example, we can see here we prescribe or recommend the solution like inventory levels or marketing actions, etc., right? Now, here I would like to quote doctor's analogy. Whenever we go to doctor, normally what doctors do, they will try to understand what, based on your opinion, they will try to understand your current situation. Basically, they will do descriptive analytics. They will ask different questions, what happened, and you will tell all stories, right? Then they will recommend a few maybe tests. So they will try to dig out something maybe related to that disease or something. So they will diagnose, they will try to diagnose, right? They will try to examine related to that disease, different causes, right? So this is how. And fine. And third step, they what they will do, maybe they will try to maybe foresee what could happen if suppose that disease or particular maybe disease is not cured. So this is how. And finally they will prescribe that different kind of actions, maybe in terms of medicines or something else, right? So this is how. So doctor's analogy we need to understand whenever we understand the concept of business analytics. Now key concepts in business analytics continue. Now fifth one is data visualization. Normally, what we do, first we try to understand everything. We need to dig out from data. We need to analyze data, and we need to maybe visualize the data in terms of maybe charts, graphs, or trends, etc. Right? So this is how. Now, example you can see a marketing team uses Tableau dashboards to visualize campaigns performance across regions and demographics. Second example, you can see financial analysts create interactive charts in Power BI to track revenue trends and expenses over time. So here we try to understand, analyze the data, and we try to put that data into different charts and graphs, right? So that it will be easy for any managers or everybody to understand, right? They will not have so much time to deep dive in data, and they need to again further analyze, right? So this is also data visualization is very, very important. Now, sixth one, you can see big data analytics, leveraging large scale structured data for strategic insights. We need to leverage whatever data is generated. We need to visualize, analyze that data for strategic insights. Why? Because we need to make strategies, we need to take decisions, right? If we want to take we want to make a few strategies, maybe for example, we want to foresee or forecast next year sales, right, or demand forecasting, right? In that sense, definitely we need to analyze the data, and then only we need to inculcate in our strategies, right? So this is how, for example, Amazon analyzes massive math amount of customer behavior data to personalize recommendations and optimize logistics. Second example, we can see social media platforms like Twitter or Meta use big data to monitor user sentiment and engagement trends. And finally, here we need to understand decision analytics. So what we do, finally, we need to take decisions, right? So supporting management decisions using quantitative models and scenario analysis. For example, a manufacturing company uses decision models to determine optimal production schedules and inventory levels. Example. Second, we can see airlines apply scenario analysis to set ticket price based on demand forecast and competitor data. So normally that airline that their prices are keep changing in real time. So they analyze the data in real time. They need to understand competitors' strategies, their prices, and their prices should also change accordingly. They need to modify their prices accordingly, right? So this is how. Now, examples we can see in retail industry, companies like Amazon and Walmart use predictive analytics to forecast demand, manage inventory, and personalize customer recommendations. And financial sector, we can see banks apply risk modeling to detect fraud and assess credit worthiness. Healthcare sector, they use this hospital and maybe normally hospitals anticipate patient admissions and optimize resource allocation. And marketing analytics, we can see here they analyze consumer behavior to design targeted campaigns. And finally, supply chain, we can see different companies, they analyze route optimization and cost efficiency, and accordingly, they need to improve further, right? Now, table, we can see here types of analytics, purpose, tools used, and example application. So first one, you can see descriptive analytics. So question we ask normally what happened, and tools used Excel, Power BI, and Tableau. And for example, we can see sales performance dashboards. Second, predictive analytics. Diagnostic analytics. So question we ask, why did it happen, right? So normally SQL, data mining tools, and customer churn analysis. It is fourth point you can see, but it is normally if we see first one is descriptive analytics, second it should come diagnostic analytics. Why? Because just after this descriptive analytics we need to go for diagnostic analytics, right? So that is what I have put this on second place. Now, third one is predictive analytics. Here we ask the question, what will happen? So here, this is the purpose, and you can see tool used, maybe Python or SAS, right? So demand forecasting, for example. And finally, prescriptive analytics. Here, the purpose is what should we do? Basically, what solution we need to put in place so that we can maybe optimize the solution, or maybe we can nullify the negative impacts, right? So tools here we used is optimization models or AI tools, and for example, applications here, pricing strategies, right? So this is how. Now, conclusion for business analytics. So business analytics is an essential tool for modern organizations striving for